Hi, I'm constitutional attorney Katherine Henry, and welcome to Wednesday's Way to Get Involved challenge. Yesterday, we had a great conversation with the Republican nominee for Michigan Secretary of State. She's a great woman, and a lot of informative stuff that we talked about in our relatively short interview with her. So because of the nature of the videos that I've done over the last couple of years and, well, who I interviewed yesterday, today's Wednesday Way to Get Involved challenge is going to be twofold. On the one hand, if you are in Michigan, it's going to be one challenge. And if you are not in Michigan, if you're a resident of another state, then I have a different challenge for you. This is the challenge for those of you who do not live in Michigan. So many of you may not realize, but the Secretary of State position is fairly common. 47 states have a Secretary of State position. 3 states call it a Secretary of the Commonwealth, but it's the same thing as the other states that call it Secretary of State. So of the 47 states that have a Secretary of State position, 35 of those are elected directly by the people. The other 12 have Secretary of State positions that are filled either by an appointment of the governor, or they are elected or put into place, appointed by the legislature of the state. So it's hard to tell just off the top of your head which one your state has, if they in fact do have a Secretary of State or Secretary of the Commonwealth position, and if it is a direct elected position or something that you could maybe have a say on in expressing your viewpoint directly to the governor or the legislature, or you just have your say at the polls. Well, if you don't live in Michigan and you therefore don't necessarily know which one you have, this week's challenge is for you to research what kind of Secretary of State position there is, if it is one that is an elected position, and if it's up for election this year. And why don't you take it a step further? If it is yes to all those questions, why don't you find somebody that you value, somebody that you think would do the best job, and go ahead and throw your support financially, volunteering and otherwise behind that particular candidate. There are currently 27 Republican Secretaries of State and 20 Democrat. So now is an election year that would be important for you to get involved. Thank you for joining us. I'm constitutional attorney Katherine Henry on your Wednesday's Way to Get Involved challenge.